Louisiana content media that have the privilege of sitting down and talking to New Bridge, the band. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, that's it.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Could y'all tell the people watching at home, uh, what is y'all individual name for y'all band? I know the band.
Go
Well, my name is Seth. Seth Taylor. On stage, I guess I'm Captain Rainbow. There's a number of handles people call me. I go by. I don't mind which any. My name is Seth. You know, as long as you know that, you're good to go. But I mean, you can call me whatever else. You know. Yeah.
my name is Justin Wilhelm, also alias of Rossborough, and yeah, I'm drummer of the band.
Just how did y'all become New Bridge Band?
Oh boy.
You can do whatever y'all want to do. Y'all can or y'all just
So,
Man,
s-
I gotta think of that one. So we can go back to like 2020, let's say, probably around like the summertime. I was very low around that time, me personally. And then I end up, you know, hitching along a ride, with another friend of mine, and we ended up at this party, and I'm like over here, like, fuck, this is crazy. Like, there's people are still fucking doing this shit during a pandemic, But I'm out. I'm about it. I'm not like in my right mind. I do it anyway, right? And fucking I run into this guy over here, and he has his own little story to tell on how he ended up at that fucking party.
yeah, that night
Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
no, no.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
yeah, that night I basically been on this date with this chick over at skate park, and after that had happened, I saw that there was this party going on about 4 miles from me, and I looked at my longboard that I had. I was like, yeah, I could do it. So I skated all the way those 4 miles just to get to that one party. Got there, and it was so packed. I just ended up hanging out in the back with what I saw was like my people. So I ended up meeting him along with my buddy
Yep.
Caden. He was there with me. He's our bassist, and yeah, we made friends, and like about a few weeks later, started hanging out more often, and both were into music, so we started just jamming along, playing whatever each other knew how to play at the time. Both still developing, and
Still developing. I'll
and
say that.
yeah, we found our sound pretty quickly, and then I'd say a good 4 months after that, we started playing our first shows and have been playing since.
Yeah. Oh
So
yeah.
it's like just super spontaneous.
It happened.
Very.
It happened so naturally. That's like the best way to put it. Is that
It happened for a reason.
definitely? It definitely feels that way, and it definitely feels like we're stepping into something a little bit bigger than us. And it's crazy getting that feeling. It kind of feels like you're on the frontier almost, especially when you're you know, laying down these new esque licks when it comes to like sound drumming. We want to bring back the old school styles of things, but definitely want to incorporate the newer things. Definitely, the vibe would have to be like I guess like Woodstocky, 60 Monterey kind of 67, 69 kind of vibe. Definitely want to bring that to the table of the whole oneness of everybody and being together, and having fun. And that's really what it's about. That's really what music is at a heart. It's really just having fun. But most of all is laying down the message, and that's if the viewer is willing to hear that. And I mean, if they're not the viewer, the listener, that's up to them. And we are laying down what we want to put, out there and everything. And it's up to the listener whether they they understand it or not. And if it feels good, they like it, fuck yeah. If they hear what we're saying, it means a lot. But yeah.
So what would you say are some of y'all influences like overall, and some of like
Yeah,
what do y'all listen to right
that's
now?
so. As we both got our individual influences, definitely. We're both inspired by different artists, and you'll be able to hear it in the music if you go and listen to what we put out. Um, you'll hear in the drums. I got heavy influences of um my guys from where is it? Richmond, my guys from Richmond, Virginia. People's Blues of Richmond.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah.
fantastic. One of my biggest drumming influences. The influence of Tool in there. Porcupine Tree with Gavin Harrison, and
You got one more.
what was
You
that?
got one
Yes,
more.
Psychedelic Porn
Oh,
Crumpets.
you got another one.
Another one.
You got
What was
one
that?
more.
Let them know.
Mac Miller, my
Yeah,
guy.
that's a big inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but that's a whole different project. That's my
That's a
vocal
different.
project.
Right around like rap.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So what do y'all listen to right now? Like,
I'm listening to right now. I've been listening to a bunch of Kendrick Lamar, Mac Miller, really just any sort of new wave, hip hop, R&B. Have been on a little bit of different project, but also going back to my roots of like psychedelic rock every now and then. Still delving into that.
Me, I'm heavy into a lot of psychedelic rock, obviously. I mean, you obviously got the Tame Impalas in the world and the Bulbous Collectives and stuff. And I'm very big into Mac DeMarco. That is a very, I got the shirt, I'm repping, I dig Mac
People's
DeMarco. When are
blues
you
right
going to
there.
drop a new album? I don't know. But, I don't know, I also came up on a lot of Surf Curse and Current Joys, and I like another big one is the blues, like big time.
No
Like
doubt.
me and my dad threw me onto this growing up was a lot of like BB King. I was thrown on to like Chuck Berry, Magic Sam, not Daniel Johnston. Daniel Johnston's another one though, but Robert Johnson, that's a big one if y'all have heard of him. Uh, Jimi Hendrix, that's like the tier. That's real. When it comes to guitar, that's like the ideal sound.
Listen to his
Yeah, the
playing, you'll
man.
hear it.
Yeah, very prolific guy.
what is the New Bridge? What is New Bridge? It's New Bridge, the band, not the New Bridge.
It's
Yeah,
just Newbridge.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the New Bridge experience like from shows to just like
Oh man, that's two totally different things. I think. Still, we still keep the same atmosphere, kinda in both ends, but
I would say with Newbridge's concert performances and what we bring to you live
you're getting an
is
experience.
it's very put together. We
Yeah.
work on it heavily every single time. And what we try and bring to you is like the heaviest energy of just pure emotion in every single one of the songs that we can, whether it be hard rock, whether it be, some soft, sweet, melodic playing, or whatever it may be. And we try to bring a show, not just the music. We want to bring visuals. We want to bring, uh, we just want you to leave with something that you haven't seen before.
I want to kind of like real performance,
Yes,
Yeah.
performance
yes,
show.
And then
definitely.
studio experience, that's it's way different.
Yeah, the best way to get the studio experience, especially with the stuff we have out in SoundCloud right now, which that's going to change soon. We'll get to that in a little bit though. With how we record things so far, it's really just been, Justin would lay down a rhythm or something, and I would lay down some new licks. I would probably play, the normal like bar, E majors, all that fun stuff. But then I would drag down and I would solo along with these pentatonic scales, and that's guitar nerd stuff. But yeah, we definitely push the experimentation of it, and it's really nice because it feels like, what I heard someone say, the frontier, and you feel like you're definitely dipping your toes into something new, especially with our earlier shit that we did on like those jam tapes. If you ever want to check those out, definitely.
Where can we find like more
SoundCloud right
Yeah,
now.
right now the
No, we're not on
yeah.
YouTube. We're not on YouTube yet.
Shoot,
We might.
we might change that even tonight.
Yeah.
Honestly, all right. Yeah, after tonight,
Well,
you
let's
can
hope.
find us on YouTube and SoundCloud. That's the only place right
Yeah.
now. But I will say, we are announcing. I guess we should right now.
We got
In
an album.
December, we're
December.
dropping a New Bridge album debut, all platforms.
All
So
platforms.
yeah, that's coming.
Listen to the cars, bars, and the morgue. I don't know. What's up?
what those are songs?
No, that's just me fucking around.
What is the biggest event that y'all feel y'all performed?
Oh, dude, Mid City, Mid
Mid
City
City
Ballroom.
Ballroom.
But the one we really laid it down, in my opinion, I had a lot of fun at Southside. Definitely, but Mid
Southside
City
Arts
was their
Center.
biggest for
Yeah,
sure.
Mid City was our biggest because we had also had our lead guitarist Sam and our
Yeah,
bassist Caden, and
yeah, the whole
man,
lineup.
that was a hell of a time.
How was it like
Magical. It was magical.
It
It
was
felt so
it had its
magical.
ups and downs,
Yeah,
man. Like personally, it was up and down, but like for the whole entire night, how the show went and everything, man, it was great.
man,
It was like
yeah.
a dream.
It was just sitting back in that little like green, well, backstage green, whatever it was, looking out into the crowd and like seeing it like build to, bigger than last time. I'll say that. Uh, yeah, it was most certainly a sight to see. And walking up there and like feeling that people were like digging it and like cheering us on and us cheering everyone else on, that's like a very big part in it. Is that
No doubt.
everyone, like even the person standing in the crowd, way in the back, is just as a part of this as I am. And I want that to be known. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
no
it
doubt.
is.
So I know music is pretty busy. What do y'all wish y'all had more
Outside of music,
time?
anything.
Music and outside.
Music.
Yeah, I
I
wish I
wish.
had more time for music, man. That's really about
uh,
it.
yeah, I wish I had more time to be in the studio. Wish I had more time to be writing lyrics. Wish I had more time to be producing
Yeah,
everything.
more time to practice. I practice as
Yeah,
much as I can. Yeah,
no,
time is.
especially not for
Yeah,
what
that's
you
a.
love.
Yep. Yeah.
Y'all make music. What is the feeling that y'all want people to get from like just listening to?
Whatever the message is of the song.
Whatever they feel, whatever comes to them in that moment, man. I know how I feel, but I can't make someone feel how I feel. That's someone
Yeah.
else's whole. They're living in a whole different world.
For instance, we have a song called Wild West that,
Yeah.
we try to convey a sense of like, this you know, cowboy style Wild West that you would see in an old black and white movie that's like, you getting chased while you're like riding horses and like running away from these dudes trying to kill you. And,
Yeah.
you know, we try to convey like the feeling of that, like the feeling of anger that you would feel in that moment or adrenaline.
Yeah.
And, whatever people get out of that, I mean, if they want to mosh, they can mosh. If if for some reason they want to cry to that, go for it.
Yeah,
You know?
I mean, it's really just painting a picture. You know, music is just painting a picture in someone's head, like an idea, a story to tell. That's kind of what I got from like blues. You know, is that music is telling a story, regardless of what it might be about. It's always going to be a story being told. You know, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the Odyssey, man. I mean, people sang the Odyssey. If y'all know what the Odyssey is, the story, the epic,
Yeah.
the Romans.
Movie, book, story.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things about the Odyssey, but back in the day, it was sang, and it was all poetry back then. It was like this epic, you know. But that's kind of how I see music now. You're still telling that story, not the Odyssey, obviously, but still telling a story.
What did your 15-year-old self think that he was doing at this time?
Oh man, that's a
Kind of what I'm doing right now.
yeah.
For me, at least.
At 15, for me, dude, I was definitely banking along the photography line. I thought with music at that point in time, it was so polarized for me. It was so like drowned. I mean, I was listening to like Current Joys and all that fun indie sad boy stuff that was coming out back in 2015. Uh, but no, I definitely did not. I mean, I had the thought of like maybe I can make music, but then I was in band class, so that kind of eliminated the joy of music for me at that point in time. So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be a photographer," you know, and I did that for a little while.
Yeah.
But
I was in the same boat, kind of.
yeah,
I figured I was gonna be doing photography, more so seriously than music, but I still knew that I was gonna be doing music in some way. I didn't set too high of expectations, but I'm kind of starting to realize where I'm going. I could probably tell you where I'll be in the next 10 years. Yeah,
Where y'all think y'all be in the next 10 years?
shoot.
somewhere, shit, somewhere with what we're doing
Yeah, y'all
now.
gonna be doing music for sure though.
Oh, no
Yes.
doubt.
Oh yes.
Whether it be solo projects or
Wherever it
you know,
goes.
working with the band, working in the studio, shit, you'll see me putting out music just about every year.
What would y'all say is the most difficult thing about this podcast?
Difficulty. Definitely the grind, if that's the right way of putting it. I wouldn't say the grind's difficult. It is very, you know, it. What, is there anything difficult?
I'd say, like, once again, back to the
You
topic
do got to
of
work
like
hard.
once
You got to work hard.
the topic of you know, having enough time to do it.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably the most difficult thing
Yes.
about it is just be able to find your inspiration in the time that you have. Because I mean, you may be working outside, you may be working washing windows or something, and you'll have that inspiration spark. You're not in the studio, you know, you're
Yep.
not anywhere you can do it. So most difficult part is probably trying to catch your inspiration when it's there. Because inspiration is an extremely
Yeah.
fleeting
Yes.
thing.
It's like when I'm at
It's elusive.
yeah, when I'm at work, I would be like doing my thing, working my job, and I'm like over here is like, fuck, I wish I had my guitar right now because I had the, you know, you get this perfect like riff in your head, and you wish you're sitting right next to it, and it's like, it's
Yeah, that's like having like
not, you know.
y'all you stand around and get boring like
Yes,
Yep.
yes,
I
yes.
keep my notepad on me
The hook, man.
now.
When you got the hook, you know, you can't let go of it, but always fleets when you're not like next to the opportunity, you know. It sucks.
Would
how y'all go about making opportunities for y'all?
We usually hit up. Well, we usually try and like talk to the venues directly, and we can't find a way through there. I mean, try and work out a better plan, get a couple of bands on board or something. Definitely, we try any angle, you know, with anything. You
For
know.
like new opportunities, I would say a good way that I go about it is your elders. Like I will talk to some of the cats who've been around for a long time. Like Chris LeBlanc. He's given me like just some good opportunities to meet some new people. To yeah, he local blues legend. And I mean, just like getting with the people who your parents may know, like if they know like one of their friends has a studio, they own a studio, you get their contact, or you get in touch with their kid or something, maybe their kid's doing rap and is like getting big or something. You get, networking.
Yeah.
What is something that y'all would want to do that's qualified as impossible?
He's asking us to do the impossible.
Oh, getting on like the big stages that you see, like
Royal
your favorite
Albert Hall, my guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be a big opportunity, but impossible. I mean, like
It's still possible, though. Yeah. Taking over the fucking playing on Mars. Playing a gig on
fun.
Mars, playing the first show on Mars. If you want to do the impossible, that's the impossible for us.
Moon Rockers.
That's a good one. I'm gonna remember that one.
What is the best way to go about like just find what goes right and just I don't know what y'all want to put on the project.
Finding whatever
Hey,
we have a good response to.
You like this riff?
Yeah. It's more so like whenever we get a demo recorded, we probably have a collection of over 50 like jams, 50 different potential songs. We probably have like a collection of over about 50 songs, and we whittle that down maybe to 12, like 12 of our best, so we just play and play and play, create until we have all of our best songs, because I mean, generally when you're under a label, that's what they're going to make you do. They're going to order you to do like maybe 100 songs in the next 3 months. Yeah,
which has actually happened to a couple of local bands out here.
Yeah, and they'll just make you pick like the best 12.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. That's how it does work.
Yeah.
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 You have to be like, you have to enjoy doing that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna be like signed to a label and shit, you gotta enjoy, like you gotta learn to enjoy it.
You gotta like be with it, and I hate being that guy, but I don't think people like expect that going into it,
Not particularly.
Yeah. No, a lot of those like pop stars you see, that's like the demand, like probably even more of what they make them do. Regrets.
In music? Or in music and life?
I guess when it comes to music is the East State show. That one. Now I wouldn't regret the show as a whole. I regret, my playing and how I fucked up a lot that show. But it was a learning experience, I mean, I don't regret it per se. I mean, I wish I could have done better. That's the right thing. Yeah, I regret not doing good enough at that show. That's the best way to put it.
I guess some of my regrets in music is like maybe not taking the opportunity to like play harder, or like not taking the opportunity to show off when I could have, or
That was a little rusty, but yeah. I just want to lay that one down. Let people know that that's what we're doing up there.
I wish I could get that from artists, but they're just that's a different.
Yeah,
I
I wanted us to kind of like do something a little different because I've seen the other ones. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see I wanted to see the talent.
No,
Oh,
this
hell
is
yeah.
definitely gonna be way different from those.
Oh yeah, and if
What's up? Yeah, I think you listen to the Stooges, right?
Stooges,
Oh, you're not big into them. I like the Stooges.
I'm not
I like
crazy
the Stooges.
about them.
Know exactly what you mean too. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. You know. Sorry for being a show off.
No, you're good.
What is
Oh
something
man,
that people should know about you guys that they probably don't know?
We're real.
I'm a
That's
rapper.
That's one thing. Yeah. Rapper.
that is
Man, I had someone that went to one of our shows tell me that when they were there, it felt like a family atmosphere. Like not in like the weird like family friendly, but
no,
like
for sure. You like when I met you, like you were very welcoming. Like you were like
Yeah.
the only person that like was talking to me when I had my camera. I was trying to get
what?
dialogue out of people.
Dang.
Like,
We're all here, man. We're all supposed to interact with each other. I mean that's kind of like the thing now is that you know people definitely lost the interactivity. I'm not saying like everyone, but definitely haven't been seeing a lot of interacting and making friends and people being kind to one another. You know that's something I haven't been seeing nowadays. And try to lead by example, right?
Mhm.
And you do as well. Yeah.
Oh, you were speaking about COVID. Like, what do y'all? How do y'all spend your time during that sick era?
That was the time when we were making our most music,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
Like, cause as everybody was doing, we were keeping our people we were seeing down to like a small clique.
Yeah.
So it was like me, him, and our bassist.
Yeah.
That was like a tight group. That
Yeah.
it was only us seeing each other. So naturally, we just did what we were loving to do at the time, and we just started making music.
Yeah, we were just dancing around, figuring out what kind of songs we can make, what we can get on
Yeah,
stage.
I would,
you know,
I would say COVID is probably a good reason we came together. Like
yeah,
that was probably one of the bigger reasons we started making what we did. You know?
kept our heads up.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Everyone did, you know. I was surprised to see not too many groups came out of that. I was definitely expecting like, you know, some guy who works from like 9 to 5 in a cubicle to come home after all like during all that and like, well, I'm gonna pick up my guitar and fucking speak my truth. Finally, I can do this. You know, it's kind of like what I thought. I thought we were gonna like get knocked out the park, kind of. You know?
Yeah.
But I mean, shit. You know, we're doing our thing. You know, keep on chugging. Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Post COVID psych rock.
Yeah, I don't want to think COVID, but hey.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
I know,
COVID.
right? Yeah.
I'll say it.
Yeah.
If you knew the world was ending in a year, what would y'all be doing? What would y'all be thinking about? Like, how would y'all go about life?
Dang. No, that's a good question to ask there. If I knew the world's about to end, what do we gotta do? Let's set a deadline.
I'd be like, all right, let's just start putting every single piece of art out in the world that we possibly can. Let's go start touring until the world ends. Let's do a tour from now to the end of the world. You know, literally. Like if you know you're gonna die like in a week, what are you gonna do? What are you like? Are you gonna try and work on something and then put it out right before you die? No, you're just gonna go with what you have. You're gonna start showing everybody. You're just gonna start like doing everything that you love. You know.
Everyone else knows the world's gonna end. Yeah.
I'm trying to make other people happy.
Mm-hmm. You know, maybe if we got the time, man, what day before the world ends? Hey, gig, everyone's welcome, free. Who gives a fuck? We're gonna rage, and fucking, have fun
Yeah.
before this shit goes out.
Chicken or fish?
Chicken or
Chicken.
fish? Both.
Bro,
Is that an answer?
Not as dope.
I don't even eat red
I
meat.
wish- I
No cow, no pork.
I'm still working.
So I'm
on it.
just no, I just eat like white meats. No, not quite pescatarian. I don't know what you would call it, but I eat chicken, I eat fish, and like
Staying away from
turkey.
them
That's about
steaks
it.
and ribs and stuff. Me personally, I don't eat anything. Pretty much it. But what do I eat? Whatever is available. I like sushi. I can fuck some sushi.
Yeah,
up,
I love some sushi.
No, never again. Never again.
Yeah. I don't know what my favorite food is. I'm a
This
food.
man's a
I'm a
chef.
foodie.
Man's a chef.
I'm a foodie. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. I mean, depends on like the difficulty, but I would say like sushi is probably one of my favorite things to cook up.
There's a certain love to making it.
Teriyaki chicken's so simple, but I love doing it.
What about the turkey burgers?
Some turkey burgers. That's a staple of mine.
That shit's good.
You make a question on there, but I do ask everybody. You had two superpowers.
What were the two superpowers? If I had to pick from two superpowers.
Never have to sleep again.
Why?
And
I
grind.
know, but still, I think people.
And then,
Yeah, maybe.
bro, probably super speed so that I could like write faster. You know? Yeah, bro. Never having to sleep again in super speed. I could be like at the studio in 2 seconds, and then I could also be like writing my lyrics down like hella fast.
Man, I really just did everything I wanted in a week.
Yeah, man. You're gonna go crazy.
No sleep and super speed. Shit.
Well, I guess I would have had to add not going crazy, being mental stability. But if I could stay up, if I go crazy doing it, cool.
You're just gonna be that crazy dude going 100 miles per
hour. Yeah, no doubt.
You're teleporting. Man, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I wish I wish my superpower was fucking. I wish I knew math. I wish my superpower was like better than Einstein. And after that, probably be being invisible is too creepy now. No, I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be invisible. What are we thinking here? What are we thinking? I wish I can morph in. Oh, I wish I could time travel like on demand. That's a good one.
But make sure it's specific because they might make you be able to go to the past. Stuff going backwards.
Right.
Yeah.
I wish I can travel through all directions of time, even upwards.
Would you rather future or past? Because past you'll learn different things. Just like the future.
Both ends of it are both equally very interesting. Both mysterious. But I mean, at least the past, you know what happened. Right. But it's just getting the details of it is the thing about it.
I wouldn't want to go to the future and then like find out that my girlfriend died or like my dad died. You know, I would just rather go in the past and know that I don't even exist.
Yeah. I wish I can go to like some of the old music festivals back in the day, you know, especially.
Would be dope. Go back and meet Mac Miller.
Yeah, God, yeah, definitely. See Rolling Loud in 2014. Dude.
Yeah.
If I could, I'll probably start meeting Mac, or just try to save life.
Right.
But I don't want to fuck nothing up. Like
butterflies.
Yeah. Now Mac Miller's like the dictator.
No doubt.
Got two more questions. What are, y'all got any events coming?
Not until our
December.
release of our album in December.
I want to get it started once y'all start that.
Yep.
Definitely,
So we're
definitely.
gonna be preparing up until then.
Live shows are gonna be taking a little bit of a pause.
Purely working on the album.
I know, but
Y'all performed at Burnout Face? Y'all just
I rapped.
you rapped at Burnout Face.
Burnout. I think.
I do want
Shout
to
out
catch
Kid.
y'all guys live.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Shout out Kid Looper, by the way, for letting me borrow his Gretsch that night. Actually, great jazz player, by the way, doing great things. Anyway,
Shout out.
shout out. But no, he let me borrow his Gretsch that night. This is a little hollow body guitar, a little jazz piece, it was really nice. And I played around like a couple of our songs, but that was when the room like people were leaving, you know. But I mean, it was just I did it for fun, you know. I like doing it for to enjoy it.
Yeah, that was actually my first rap performance I ever did.
Really?
I was just the last act of the night.
Damn. So I left, so I didn't catch you.
Yeah.
I
You
definitely
will
want to catch
one
y'all.
day.
Hell yeah. What advice would y'all give, people who want to start a band or just want to do music? Like,
Just do it.
Do
Just
it.
pick up the
Yep.
instrument. Just start.
Even if
Just
you
doing it every single day. If you like to do it, there you go. That's a good enough reason. If you like to listen to music.
just
One-
do it. Like, nice.
one term that helped me, when I thought I wasn't that good at guitar, I heard it was a Woody Guthrie quote. The guitar is the people's instrument. That's a very big one right there. Anyone can play anything. I mean,
Awesome.
you can sit down on some keys and like, oh, what am I doing? You hit one note and you're like, okay. And you hit another note and you're like, okay. Then now you're playing in sequence. Now you're dancing around with sound, and you can do so many things. It's like a superpower.
Listen to everything. Like never stop listening. I look at my Spotify stats every year. Last year, I listened to like literally 24 hours. I listened to like over 100 24-hour days of music in 1 year. That's a quarter of your year you're listening to music.
Yeah.
You apply that to your whole life, you're going to spend over a quarter of your entire life just listening to music. And there's so much out there. You can fill your life 24-hour days listening to music, and you're never going to have enough time to get to it all.
Yeah.
So
you will, because you get those superpowers. You're gonna be able to listen to
Yeah.
all the fucking music.
No doubt.
This still may not be popular.
I get bored of making music. Just make everything.
What do y'all say y'all favorite genre?
Top three genres. Top three genres. You go first.
Psychedelic rock. I couldn't say like rap or hip hop. I just rap. And then
There's so many.
indie rock, probably.
Can I get like four? Okay. Psychedelic rock, old school rock and roll, old school blues. We're talking like for these two, 19 like 40s, 30s, and 50s, maybe 60s. Yeah. Number four. No, we got five. Number four, we got jazz. Number five, we most definitely got cyberpunk music. Like say I mean whoever's watching, if you know any groups called Garbage for Lust or Machine Girl or anything like that, like drum and bass, like EDM, the way it should be. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's it.
Number 4, blues.
Yes,
I gotta say blues. That's my biggest.
Yeah. Our Instagram is Newbridge the Band. Our email is newbridgetheband@gmail.com. If you ever run into us, we'll definitely have a rack of cards on us, so we'll definitely pass those out to y'all.
No doubt.
Share them to your friends.
You know,
any ideas on promotion?
you can find this. I mean, both of us have Instagrams for photography. We both do band
Set the
photography,
photos.
set the photos. It's X Justin R. And then you can find some of our solo stuff at Ross Burrow. Um, find us on SoundCloud, YouTube now, and album coming in December.
Album coming soon. Yeah. I'm
Album soon.
excited, dog.
Album soon. Hopefully by December, you know.
I don't know too many local bands. I don't know. Big shout out to them.
Yeah.
Y'all the first